How do you see this view of Hillary Clinton's comment calling for these deprogramming centers, re-education camps under any other context? Now the speaker race coming up, you had Jim Jordan right there. How does it all fit together?
Well, let's start with Hillary Clinton. The statement that MAGA supporters are cult members who need to be programmed, deprogrammed. This is reminiscent of what happened in the 1990s with Waco. Because with Waco, in fact, a lot of Americans even cheered when they burned those facilities, killed all those women and children. But people were like, yeah, but those people were kooks. They were cult members. And so there's a reason that Hillary Clinton is using this kind of dehumanizing rhetoric because, and we've seen this abroad in many police states, dehumanization comes first, and then incarceration, and then finally extermination. So this is a very dangerous rhetoric. There's some people who say things like, Hillary's gone off a rocker. No, she knows exactly what she's doing. She's poisoning the well to set up things that are very, very bad in this country.
Well, and Dinesh, this playbook, and that's exactly what you're talking about here. This isn't the first time we've seen this playbook outlined. This is what happens when a radical faction takes over the state apparatus of a country and then begins using those state internal organs against political dissent. We saw this in 1917 with Cheka, the People's Commissariat on Internal Affairs, what was known famously as the NKVD. This was done in China with the Red Guards. And again, we can talk about different examples of this throughout history. We know this is the playbook because it's the only playbook they have.
It is, and yet it's coming here with an American accent. And there are a lot of Americans who are looking for, a Stalin trench coat or a Hitler mustache. And they go, well, we don't see this. We've seen other police states which have begun with a revolutionary overthrow of the government. What's interesting about our police state is it is marching behind the banner of law. And so when you listen to these people, Biden, Hillary, Obama, they can't stop talking about it. We're fighting to save democracy. And we don't really, it's not that we want to go after Trump, Dinesh, but, no one's above the law. And it's not that we are trying to censor you, but, we just can't afford to allow all this disinformation out there. So our police state is running a masquerade, and the masquerade is political neutrality, rule of law, saving democracy.
Well, that's right. And in this sense, so the ruling class, the regime, has given us this phrase, save democracy, and it's said over and over and over. Well, in Mao's China, and we did a whole series on human events last year called The China Files. We went in depth through this. Their phrase was the revolution. We must protect the revolution. We must save the revolution. And in fact, in those images that you can see, and they're endemic to the Chinese Cultural Revolution of the 1960s, a period of which no Hollywood movie will ever be made. Those signs that they're wearing around their necks, those dunce caps, it actually says enemy of the revolution, and even extremist enemy of the revolution,